Welcome to our final one of these Hangouts. I'm Chloe Thomas, I'm the creator of eCommerce MasterPlan, and I will be running through one of our 2015 eCommerce Trends Briefings with you today. I'm also the author of these 3 books, all about helping e-commerce businesses succeed, so helping the smaller e-commerce businesses navigate their way through all the myriad of choices they have to make every day running their businesses. Today we're going to be doing the last of our Quickfire 2015 Trends Briefings. So this is the last idea I'm going to put out there for you to be putting on your to-do list for 2015. As in all of these, the aim is for me to give you a quick guide to what the trend is, so you can decide whether it relates to your business or not. I'll give you the questions to ask in order to be able to answer the question of whether it relates to you or not. We're talking about relating in 2015, not just at any point. And then if it does relate to you, I'm going to give you some of your first steps to take in order to make it work for you in 2015. We'll be covering in more detail all 8 of these as we go through 2015, so make sure you're signed up at ecommercemasterplan.com to our email list in order to get the latest news on all of that, training and articles and all the rest of it. So brand versus niche. This is a bit of a different one. The other trend briefings we've done have been either kind of a strategic idea, so going overseas or embracing platform theory, or they've been quite tactical in the sense of ad budget balancing. This one, however, is kind of all-encompassing of your entire business strategy and everything you do day to day. And the other reason I kind of deliberate on this one, it's a bit different, is because this is something I spend a lot of time talking about, but it's not necessarily an industry trend at the moment. But this is one way, something I think that should be a trend. And I think those businesses that succeed in the coming years are those who embrace this idea and maximize the opportunities of the point at which they are between niche and, well, I'm jumping in, so I'll show you the slide in a minute. But it's really all about making the most of the potential of your business. So this is based on the concept I invented and first published in eCommerce MasterPlan, the book, and it's called the product range scale. And the product range scale is a continuum. So it's a line, you could be anywhere on this line, and it starts right the way down at the niche end, which this isn't about niche customers, it's not about having a niche product, it's about having a niche product range scale, which means you only sell one type of product. So for example, Charles Tyrwhitt, they sell shirts. They sell shirts and they sell more shirts and they sell more shirts. And that's the core of their business, is selling those shirts. They're pretty long way down towards that niche end. Yes, they do a couple of shirt accessories, so cufflinks and ties, but they're really close to the niche end of this scale. The far end is the department store end, and these are the websites where their strength lies in having a huge, ginormous customer base. Customers who just go, it'll be on Amazon. eBay is the other big one of these globally at the moment. They literally sell everything and anything. In the middle, you then have businesses with kind of eclectic product ranges that might work in a shop but which don't necessarily work online. They kind of have dog leg categories, 2 mugs, 3 clothing items, 20 books and 5 items of furniture, for example. Up here I've put Kath Kidston. Kath Kidston is a designer, so she uses brand and her edit in order to pull a collection of disparate items together. So that puts you in the middle. So as the title of today's briefing is brand versus niche, you can probably work out I'm going to be talking about the likes of Charles Tyrwhitt and the likes of Kath Kidston. So those businesses which are to the far left or towards the far left and who are in the middle. And that's because the majority of e-commerce businesses I deal with and I talk to are in one of those 2 places. They're either stuck in the middle, unable to grow and not sure how to go about doing it, or they're all the way over the left-hand side and they're often not making as much as they could be out of their awesome position as a niche business. So that's what I'm going to give you a couple of tips on and explanations of what I mean now. So at the niche end, these are a selection of different businesses at the niche end. So to dry for, just sell tea towels. Cornwall's Cottages, just cottage holidays. Blackley Yarns, just sell wool. Kenko Tea sells about 3 green tea products. And the others you can probably work out for yourselves. Down at the niche end, to make the most of the potential of being a niche business, of having a clear set of products, is you need to focus on the right products. So you need to have the right type of whatever it is you're selling. You need to build up your content to really make your site the best possible site on the internet for the thing that you're selling. And in doing that, you need to prove that you're an expert. You are the go-to place to buy this type of product because you know more about it than anything else. You have the best selection and you have everything somebody could possibly want. And then your marketing, you need to find the best way to reach those people who want your product. So you're kind of hunting out those pockets of places where people are who want to buy tea towels, who want to buy yarn, who want to buy shirts, and then marketing in those places with the right message about those products. As you can probably tell, I could talk for a very long time about niche, so I'm going to edit myself. And actually, if you are particularly interested in understanding more about what to do at the niche end, there is another video on the YouTube channel that's called The Power of Niche. And if you're watching this on the website, there's a link to that video underneath this video. So on to the people who sit in the middle. These are a selection of businesses who sit in the middle. It's actually quite hard. It's often quite hard to find non-local businesses who fit this, because often it might be your local haberdashers or your local what's the word for it, your local department store who are the ones who sit in this place. A lot of boutiques sit in this place. But a couple of examples for you. We've got Emma Bridgewater, who's a bit like Kath Kidson. It's all about the design. We have Next, who do everything from, I think they're now doing hot tubs as well as clothing and other items. Huge range of product they sell. And then Bowden do men's, women's, kids, fashion, shoes, all kinds of different clothing. Museum Selection are one who have really identified their cerebral customer who wants items inspired by the past. So they're another one who sells a really eclectic mix, but has got their route to market right. Now, how you succeed in the middle, how you maximize the potential of being in the middle, because it's not necessarily a bad place to be. A lot of things make it a bit more difficult than being at the niche end, but how you really maximize that position is you have to build your brand. You've got to be really clear about what your brand is, what you stand for. You need to make sure that brand fits through everything you do. And you also need to make sure your product edit is right. And by that, I mean the products you choose to sell. They need to meet the needs of someone who would follow your brand. So Kath Kidston needs to be selling cloth. She needs to be selling homeware items. She needs to be selling things for kids. There's some really clear pieces that it's really obvious that her type of customer would want because they buy into the brand and those are the products they want. And that edit is critical because that edit defines your business. From a marketing perspective, what you need to be doing is you need to understand your customer. So who are those that are attracted to your brand and your product edit? Who are they? What do they like? Why are they attracted to you? Once you've worked that out, you need to work out how to sell them more of your vision. So if there's someone who comes in and buys, in the case of Emma Bridgewater, pottery from you, how do you get them to start buying oven mitts? And is oven mitts what they next want? Or is it tea towels? So you need to work out what those products are and then work out how you can sell more to them. And then you can start to work out where there's more of those customers, because often they will bring their own little tribes to you. So that's a very, very quick guide to what to do if you're at the niche end and what you to do in the middle end, or in the middle even, because this is all about maximizing the potential. So questions to ask to work out if this is relevant for your business. Where are you on the product range scale? And is where you are where you want to be? If you're in the middle, are you strong enough? Have you got a strong enough brand? Have you got a strong enough edit? Is that brand throughout your whole business? And is what you think your brand is and you think your product should be the same as your customer base believe? If you're at the niche end, are you making the most of being at the niche end? The niche is a really good place to be. If you've got that right product range scale at the niche end, it can be a really easy to run business, or easy to make successful business, I should probably say. So are you making the most of that position? Go and watch the Power of Niche video. The link should be below this on the website. Once you've worked out if you're not where you should be on any of those, then it's going to be a key trend for you in 2015 to get in the right place. To do that, you need to change your business so you're in the right place on the product range scale, and then build your business and marketing to maximize the potential of your position. So all those areas I've just run through. This then brings us to the end of our session, of our little set of trends briefings. Thank you very much for being on and watching them, whether you've watched one or you've watched all 8, and I really do recommend you watch all 8. It's been I really hope these help you plot your course to success in 2015. If you want to know more about any of these, please come over to ecommercemasterplan.com, sign up to our emails, and you will find out. There's also lots of freebies and other really great content there, and we look forward to helping you meet your position of success in 2015. Thanks very much. Have a great year. Bye.